Chapter 6. Elena and Ivan step through a magic mirror and into a maze of shadows where a unicorn named Aurielle is trapped. Can they help Aurielle regain her magic and escape? Keep watching to find out more. The house was quiet as Elena and Ivan stood side by side in front of the tall mirror that had appeared near the hallway wall. Its golden frame shimmered faintly, just as it had the night before. Elena took a deep breath. Ready? Ivan nodded. Together, they spoke the rhyme they had learned, picturing Fennel Whistlewood's warm cottage as clearly as they could. Mirror, mirror, bright and true, show the path we once all knew. Open now with gentle grace, take us to our rightful place. The mirror rippled like water. The image of their home faded, replaced by the glowing interior of the fox's cottage. Without hesitation, Elena and Ivan stepped forward. The world shimmered, and then they were standing on a wooden floor warmed by firelight. Fennel Whistlewood looked up from his teacup, his golden eyes already sparkling. "You felt it too, didn't you?" he asked. "One card is awake and it calls to you." He led them to the small wooden card box. Ivan lifted the lid. Inside, a single card glowed brighter than the rest. Jagged mountains stretched across its surface, their peaks sharp and dark. At the center of the tallest mountain lay a swirling stone maze, wrapped in creeping shadows. A unicorn stood trapped at its heart. "The shadows feed on fear," Fennel said softly. "And when fear lasts too long, they drain magic itself." Elena's heart tightened. "It's scared. We have to help it." Elena and Ivan touched the card together. Cold mountain air rushed past them as they landed at the foot of the towering peak. High above, stone walls rose and shifted, forming a maze that moved as if alive. Dark shadows slid silently along the ground, curling and stretching like living smoke. From the center came a voice. It was gentle, strained, and full of hope. "Please, is someone there? Please help me." Ivan's eyes widened. "It can talk." They hurried forward as the maze rearranged itself around them. Walls slid, passages closed, and new paths opened without warning. The shadows whispered and slithered closer whenever fear stirred. Each time doubt crept into Elena's thoughts, the shadows grew bolder, feeding on it. "They want us afraid," Ivan said firmly. "Don't let them scare you. Be brave." Elena slowed her breathing. The air around her shimmered and the shadows hesitated, giving them just enough time to move. Again, the weak voice echoed from the center. "Please help. I am weak and I cannot escape." They pressed on. The maze shifted against them, trying to confuse and trap them, but they encouraged each other whenever the walls seemed to close in. At last, they reached the center. The unicorn stood there, beautiful yet drained. Her rainbow wings had lost their shimmer, hanging heavy at her sides. Her golden horn glowed only faintly. "I am Aurielle," she said quietly. "The shadows fed on my fear and drained my magic. I no longer have the strength to fly." The shadows surged forward, thick and hungry. Ivan stepped in front of the unicorn, standing firm. He focused hard, pushing away his fear. Light formed around him, steady and strong, forcing the shadows back. "Elena!" he called. "Now!" Elena knelt beside Aurielle and placed her hand gently against the unicorn's side. Warmth flooded through her. Magic surged, not fast and wild, but deep and steady. It flowed into Aurielle like sunlight after a long night. Aurielle gasped. Color rushed back into her rainbow wings, brighter than before. Her golden horn flared, glowing like the sun. Power rippled through her body. "My magic! I feel it coming back," Aurielle said in awe. "You reignited my life force." "Hold on," Aurielle said. With a powerful beat of her wings, Aurielle lifted into the air, Ivan and Elena clinging to her back. Ivan continued to hold the shadows at bay as she climbed higher, the maze shrinking beneath them. When they burst into the sunlight at the top of the mountain, the shadows shrieked and vanished, unable to follow. Aurielle soared across the peaks, the wind rushing past as Elena and Ivan held on tightly. At last, she landed gently in a wide green field bathed in warmth and light. She turned to them, her eyes shining. "You restored what fear had stolen," Aurielle said. "For that, I offer you a gift." A spark of golden light formed at the tip of her horn and floated out. The spark flows into Elena and Ivan's hands, shaping itself into a glowing symbol. The symbol sank into the palms of their hands, becoming a faint golden tattoo before disappearing beneath their skin. "Whenever you are in danger or when hope feels far away, touch your tattoo and whisper my name with courage," Aurielle said. Elena's eyes shone. "You'll really come?" Aurielle smiled. A promise given in gratitude is a promise given for life. The card in Ivan's pocket began to glow. "It's time to go home," he said softly. They hugged Aurielle goodbye. She nuzzled them gently before spreading her rainbow wings and lifting into the sky, free at last. Elena and Ivan touched the card together. Magic buzzed, and in an instant, they were back in Fennel Whistlewood's cottage. They were forever changed and stronger, knowing they were no longer alone in the worlds beyond. The glow of the card faded, and the warmth of the field slowly slipped away. The fire crackled softly, and the familiar scent of herbs and wood smoke wrapped around them like a blanket. Ivan looked down at his hand. The faint golden symbol shimmered beneath his skin, warm and gentle, like a quiet heartbeat. "She really meant it," he said. "She'll come if we need her." Elena nodded, feeling the same warmth in her own hand. "And we brought her magic back. We didn't just rescue her, we helped her believe again." Fennel padded closer, his voice low and thoughtful. "That is how true magic works," he said. "It grows when fear is faced, and it strengthens when kindness is given freely." He placed the card back and gently closed the wooden box, though Elena noticed one card still glowed faintly, as if listening. "You should return home now," Fennel continued. "Rest. Let today settle inside you. The mirror will find you again when the time is right." The Wayfinder Mirror shimmered softly at the edge of the room. Elena and Ivan stepped toward it, pausing just long enough to look back. Fennel smiled, his tail flicking. "The worlds beyond are wide," he replied, "and they have only just begun to notice you." "Thank you," Elena said, and they stepped through the mirror together. The quiet of their house welcomed them back, but something was different now. The air felt fuller, brighter. Ivan glanced at Elena and grinned. "So, Rainbow Unicorn ally?" Elena laughed softly. "Definitely." Somewhere far beyond the mountains, Aurielle lifted her head to the wind as she flew, and a single note of magic echoed across the realms, steady, watchful, and ready. And in Elena and Ivan's world, the mirror faded from sight, waiting patiently for the next moment when new adventures would call.